11:30 classes, so let's go ahead and get going. Thank you for guys for coming. Spring attendance at meetings sometimes dips a little bit. That's okay. But seeing some new faces here, so thank you for coming to PTK. First things first on the agenda, the 6 items we have to discuss today are the regional convention, the international convention, induction, which will happen sometime in April, ideas for the college project in 2017, honors in action 2017, and PTK scholarships from the school. For the folks I'm seeing here, you guys are already on scholarship elsewhere, but we're looking into requesting Phi Theta Kappa, like officer stipends or scholarships from the General Scholarship Fund. The events coming up in just a couple weeks, the regional convention, 3rd and 4th of March in Fairhope. We do have funding for this. I'm putting in the travel stuff today. If you look at the agenda, the first sessions in terms of educational sessions are 3 to 3:50, so we would probably look to leave here around noon, go to Fairhope, get our hotel rooms, get settled, and then we can go over to the Fairhope campus of our college, even though it's a different, oh, I need to add one thing on here. Even though it's a different campus, it's still part of coastal Alabama. So I handed out the registration forms. Even if you're not positive you can go yet, please fill out the form, because then I can put in the purchase order for it. Purchase orders take a little bit of time, and Friday is the deadline to get the cheap conference fee. And if I can avoid paying an extra $15, I would like that. Is to stay overnight.
Do I need to just follow y'all?
I'm sorry?
Do I need to just follow y'all since I'll be staying at my house?
You can just meet us there if you're taking your own vehicle. I do have to double check with Dean Jones to see what you have to do as far as insurance goes. I'll forward you the application form so you can give it to me tomorrow morning. International convention, as I mentioned before we started, our funding has been cut a little bit. Today is the last day to apply for additional funds for organization. I have asked for additional funds. However, those of you who applied or wrote down that you're interested in going to the international convention, you may have to pay for your convention fee. This is the way that it's going to break down. That's about $370. I'm trying to find the money elsewhere. Since we really only have enough to pay for the hotels, where we might be able to work with some of the other chapters that are going from Alabama. Convention Center International is fairly expensive, but I will be contacting the people who signed up individually to see where we are, and I'm going to follow up with the business office this afternoon, because I sent the request in Monday and I haven't even gotten an acknowledgement yet. More pleasant things. Induction. Let's look at the dates. For those of you that are in here, you also know the schedule of some of the other folks that are involved with PTK, specifically the honor students that are going to be inducted. What day of the week do you think at this time, the 11 to 11:30 block, would work best for an induction? Because I want to make sure that we get as many people there as possible who can go. Because I know Wednesdays.
Not Wednesday.
Yeah, I know not Wednesday.
For what? Induction.
The induction.
There's only like 7.
What about Tuesday or Thursday?
So it's more of the people who are getting inducted, right?
Mhm.
So like, what's y'all's schedule?
Well, the people who aren't here presently probably would have a difficult time on Wednesday. So on Monday, Wednesday, there's a math class, right? So which would you guys prefer, Tuesday or Thursday?
Really didn't, right?
Probably Tuesday because Thursday's campus ministry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Tuesday.
people like that,
Yeah. I mean, we might have food too, budget permitting. That seems to be what we always do, is budget permitting. Okay, so let's go ahead and plan on Tuesday. It's either going to be the 11th, 18th, or 25th. So I have to check. I want to double check other things that are scheduled. Because, like, for example, I wouldn't want to conflict with awards day if the state softball tournament happens to be then, or some sort of, or your volleyball, right? Sorry. Or a baseball tournament, something, you know, that's going to affect a lot of students coming there. Obviously, there's no such thing as a perfect date where everybody can make it, but we'll look at the 11th, 18th, and 25th to see which works the best. I think, or I suppose we could do May 2nd if we had to, but that's the day before finals start, and I imagine a lot of people don't. Well, time's going to be limited for everyone. Okay. Next item on the agenda, College Project 2017. I want you guys to start thinking of some stuff that we can do in 2017, because I'd rather have a plan in the last 2 years in place before the spring semester ended. And I think that caused a lot of scrambling in December and January in terms of getting stuff done, planning events. Now getting the power plant to do a tour for us was a bit of a challenge, but I want to start brainstorming ideas for the college project now so we can start working on getting administrator approval and all that. Honors and Action Project, I'm going to send out the same survey I sent out last year over the next couple of weeks, see what topic we want to go with, and we can start brainstorming. Ideally, before we go to International Convention, and I've determined that we're going to find the money to go to International Convention, I would like to have a plan in place for our Honors and Action Project, because the convention has a lot of seminars on how to go about it effectively, and those students that go can get a lot more out of the convention if we have a plan in place. Okay, next item on the agenda is Phi Theta Kappa scholarships. I'm going to request scholarships for Phi Theta Kappa students. Now, more often than not, our officers are already on scholarship through honors or something else. So these are going to be these partial financial assistance for PTK members who apply, which is going to apply to everybody who's probably watching this video right now, or at least I hope a lot of people are watching this video. I tend to avoid my numbers on my YouTube channel because they're depressing. But I guess the YouTube thing frustrates me because this British geek named Dan TDM is a multi-millionaire on YouTube talking gibberish to my children about Minecraft and crap like that. And he makes about $8 million a year from YouTube. Oh well. But back to the PTK scholarships, I would like to see as many members as we possibly can get financial assistance. Now, if you're a general member, and this is to people who are watching the video who might get a scholarship, part of the obligation of that scholarship will be regular attendance at meetings and events and things like that. is there anything that the honor scholarship or athletic scholarship doesn't cover?
It doesn't cover books.
Okay, so
Fees.
fees. Okay, so what I may do is see if we can work the PTK scholarship that can cover anything. So maybe the PTK scholarships could make up. I'm sorry to the sophomores that it may not help, but maybe we can arrange the PTK scholarships even for honor students.
Still pay for books.
Yeah, you can pay for your books through PTK. Okay, finally, the T-shirt and T-shirt designs. We need to create a new T-shirt for Phi Theta Kappa and our chapter. Our chapter is Alpha Eta Lambda, but the way that the new school has been organized, we are the East District. That's what the Bruton and Atmore campuses are called, and really that's what JDCC, Phi Theta Kappa chapter, we can call ourselves the East District of Coastal Alabama, Phi Theta. Unlike the last time we did T-shirts, which was completely funded by us, this time I would really like to get sponsors that we can put on the T-shirt. It's not free advertising, but it's inexpensive advertising. Next time we meet, I want to have some ideas on who locally, even if it's an accountant, an attorney, Bruton McDonald's, whatever it might be, if we can get $600, $700, $800 together, you guys get a free T-shirt when you join, and the sponsors get fairly inexpensive advertising. And we also are going to have to work on designs and things like that for the T-shirts. Any questions on that?
Scholarships, where do you go to apply for it?
Well, I haven't gotten approval for them yet,
Okay.
so that's still in process. But our new president, President Branch, is very big on making sure that every school gives out every scholarship they possibly can. If we're determined to give out money, I want to make sure that we can do it. Yeah. So, but yeah, I will ask with the PTK scholarship, maybe like $1,000 a semester, because that could really help somebody with tuition. But also, if you can use it in conjunction, you'd be able to pay for books and stuff like that. I don't know the legalities and how that works with the federal government and how it's going to work with the new school. All I can tell you is what I'd like it to cover. And then £1 sand or not. They do a lot. But I always ask for as much as I can get. Other questions on the scholarships? As far as the T-shirt design, did you guys like the previous T-shirt that we had that had kind of the PTK crest
I thought it was really nice.
and the benefits on the back? So what I was thinking is the benefits on the back, and then in the butt hat area where some people decide to get tattoos, that's where the sponsorships logos could be. Probably we would go with a different color. I would think any of you guys go to Gatlinburg. That I like that gray that they had. So that's a possibility. What's the blue? Whatever color that is, that would work.
I'm wearing the shirt right now, so I say that.
Whatever color that is, we will use potentially. Or you might have seen some of the faculty with the red crimson that the school uses. The red crimson the school uses might be a possibility as well. We've got very specific colors that we have to use as part of the new college. And I've got all those numbers and things in my office in terms of the t-shirts. But tell you what, I will work up a potential design based off of our last t-shirt, and then we can get from members and make changes as we see fit.
Are we still red and blue or are we red and white?
We're red and white, crimson and cream. So, and that's every campus. But like I said, I think our identifying mark on there is going to be CACC, Eastern District, Phi Theta Kappa chapter. And
So we don't really put anything about Atlanta on our t-shirts.
we can. I think it was on the last one.
It was, but I mean, if we're Eastern District now,
Yeah, I mean, our chapter designation is still Alpha Eta Lambda, so. Okay, well, that's all I have for today. Those of you who signed up for international convention, look for a text from me later today, because I'm going to try to get a yes or no from the business office to see if there's even possibly more money out there for the international conference. Now, we have set it up in the past where the school fronts the money, and then it's like a library fee where you have to pay, you can't get your transcripts and stuff until you pay it back, but you don't have to pay it all at once. Because I know, I've got a good job and still, close to $400 would be difficult to write a check for out of the blue. So I understand that. I'm going to talk with them today, see how we can get this set up so the people who are interested in going to convention can go. All right, well, that's everything for today. Go ahead and stop the broadcast.